and welcome to my channel. And today we are working in my junk journal January 2024 journal, and the prompt today is travel, and I am taking you with me to Chinatown. So grab your brush and let's go. The first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to put down some red. This is just a Liquitex Basics Naphthol Crimson. And red really doesn't go with kind of the sort of color scheme that I have in my journal. Ooh, that's a lot of red. Because I pulled together a bin of papers that I've been kind of working out of. And doesn't exactly go with it, but I have to use red if we're going to Chinatown. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a waterfall, and I did this earlier for the prompt interactive, and I have an entire video where I kind of walk you through it, and then I also link in the video, a video that I watched that I really thought was very helpful for how to do it. And so I didn't show everything, like how to do the whole thing. But what I have done is I've taken an old file folder, and I apologize if I'm setting some of these like out of the screen, but I'm spreading them out so they can dry while I'm doing some other things. I've taken a file folder. I covered the file folder with some fake money that we got in the Emporium in Chinatown. I live near Chicago, so I go to the Chicago Chinatown, and I used this side for everything behind my pictures. And I bought packs of these. They're great. And I'm just adding a little red. And my husband, my son, and my nephew and I went. And it's funny because my son, you know, when he had a good report card, I would say to him, "What do you want?" And he was like, "Mom, can we go to Chinatown?" So we go to Chinatown quite frequently. We know the best places. We know all the good places to get the almond cookies. We know where to park. We know about what time of day to get there, so that we'll be there when the produce truck is a few blocks down, because they always have amazing produce, and they just sell it out of the back of the truck. It's incredible. And then we go to a little emporium where they have everything. That's where I buy my teapots, noodle bowls. They have, that's also where I got the money. They have candy there galore, tons of candy. My son likes Pocky. They have flavors that you've never seen before. Gummies, all kinds of fun stuff. And then they have, you know, this little area that just has like a little bit of everything. I don't know. So anyway, I just felt like I needed a red background here. And I have a lot of red. I've got a little red that came over onto this page. And I've put some papers here kind of sticking out so that I don't get red everywhere. I probably will still have red somewhere that I didn't plan for, but hey, it's okay. I'm going to try to jam some red into the center here and put some along the bottom. My journal is so chunky that it just like flies up. A couple videos ago, my husband edited it, and then he said, let's just watch this before I put it up. And I wanted to reach into the video and help myself to hold the page down. So I apologize if that frustrated you, because believe me, I was like, the clip is sitting there. All right, so I'm gonna let this dry, and then when that's dry, I'm gonna come back. I bought these. They were in a section where they had like napkins. I'm not sure. I just know that this is like rice paper, and there's this ink and gold, and it's just yummy. And that's going to be that page. So stay tuned if you're interested in that, because I'm going to put that in a minute. I got to set that aside to dry. And I know that all of you are thinking, oh, this is Chinatown, and she just pulled out flowers. Well, I pulled this out for two reasons. First of all, I needed something kind of thick. This is thick. This has red in it. This is one of the papers that I'm using in my journal. So it checks a lot of boxes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure my cards, and I want this to be a little thinner than my cards. Like I'm coming just inside of where the curve is. And I think what I'm going to actually do, I'm going to cut this with my craft knife. So let me go back here. Okay. Because I know I would not have cut that straight. Not in a million years. Pardon my arm in the shot there where I'm reaching. My basket of goodness is over there. Okay, so what we are going to do, I'm going to pull that ruler back out because I'm going to kind of measure. Okay. I had a lot extra on the first one when on the bottom, so I'm going to fold this a little less than half, and I'm going to be adventurous, okay? So a little less than half, and look, I used a ruler, and it's still crooked. Welcome to my world. It's okay. I don't mind it. My son and my husband, they're engineers, and this little bit of wonk that like, you know, is okay for me. Oh goodness, they can't do it. If you live with an engineer, you know, God bless you. Okay, so now I got my first fold. I'm going to fix the mistakes I made on the last one, and I have 1, 2, 3. That one's really wet. 4, 5 cards. Okay, and so I need 5 folds. So you only make as many folds as you have cards. Last time, I just kept folding. I was so excited that I just kept folding. And about a 1/4 inch. I'm sorry if I just stuck my top knot in the shot. About a 1/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can count. Okay, now we're going to fold. I can actually fold it this way. The other reason this is a good size is because my double stick tape fits here. I love my double stick tape. Okay, I gotta get it. Oh, see, I'm not gonna follow those. I'm gonna make mine bigger. I'm worried that my double stick tape won't fit on that little spot, so that's why I'm making it bigger. You don't want to make it too much bigger, but you know, you want to keep them kind of uniform, kind of straight. I'm straightening that out. See? And this is pretty heavy scrapbook paper, so I'm really kind of having to manhandle it a bit. I'm not supposed to say manhandle. That's like not politically correct anymore. Sorry. Okay, 5. So let's see what we got. We're gonna put 1 here, 2, 3, 4, and I think here. So let's try. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're gonna go for it. What we have to decide now is what order. Okay, and I think let's put them in chronological order. So this will go first. And what I'm going to do, oops, is right here, right below my first fold and right above my second fold, I'm going to put this tape. Peel it off. And you want to, I got some file folders showing there. Let's just get rid of it. You want to make sure that you're not all the way up against the fold because you want to leave it some room to move. Okay, so I'm going to push this down. And then I'm going to fold it back. And I'm going to put another piece of double stick tape, and I'm putting the tape closer to the bottom fold so that I have a gap up here, and this is a pretty good color paper so you could see that little gap because I don't want it to go exactly up to the fold. So this is my nephew in the it's not really the center of town because in this first picture, this is the gate to Chinatown here. This is my, ooh, I made a spot there now. That's what I get for picking it. This is the gate to Chinatown. And so we always take a picture every time we go. We take a picture at the gate. You can see the architecture there. And then we walk around and then we go over to the opposite side of the area. This is a plaza that has all of the statues for the Zodiac. And every time we go there, we all stand by our Zodiac and we take a picture. And we have dozens of photos of all of us. And so this was my nephew's first time there. So he got to stand by the bull, get his picture taken. And we always try to get a group photo. And on this occasion, well, actually, I'm not going to lie. Pretty regularly, I try to take a selfie with my son or my husband. And I had to put this in here because I did cut a little bit of my nephew's head off, but these are my selfie skills. There we go. But look how much fun I'm having. Okay, so there we go. And I'm standing next to like one of the statues. There's a pair of them that is kind of like at the entrance. And then after we take that photo, those photos, then we go walk around to some more shops, and then we go to lunch. We go to lunch at the place that has bubble tea. Amazing food and bubble tea. And this is the logo for the place. And the guys all wear this on their t-shirts, all the servers. And it's pretty cool. So put that in there. And Another thing that is like tradition is my son is always worn out. I mean, he's 23 years old, and if we go somewhere and I'm driving or my husband's driving, he falls asleep in the car. He's always been that kid. And he fell asleep in the car, and one of the things that we do is we take pictures of him sleeping. So my nephew got to join the sleep club, and he was out on the way home. So there we go. All right, so now if I did this correctly, yep, we have some things going on here. I think I need one more fold here, and I wasn't sure, so I waited because last time I did too many folds. We're going to do one more fold. Then they go all the way over, okay? So on the back of this, I think I'm going to put this here because this is kind of cool, and then I'll just cut the corner. And I decided, you know, to do another waterfall in here because I think that interactive pages in a journal, I mean, they're just fun, you know, especially if you know, share your journal with friends. I think I could put money on all of this. Let's see. Let's do that. It's so pretty. It's a perfect collage stuff. Look at that guy. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna need one more. All right. Well, let's see what I got here. Before I glue those other two on, I am going to put some double stick tape on here. This is what I'll use to stick this in the book. And let's see what we need here. Let's do this guy. I am going to wipe this right here because I don't want it to get glued to the picture in front of it. Okay. The last thing that I'm gonna do maybe I'll just do that. No. I'm gonna cut this. And it's the same thing I do when I want to make a tag. You know, you just need the corners to look kind of even. So I took it and I flipped it. And there we go. All right, so now we have a couple things to do. First of all, to come back here. Look at that. It fits perfectly. I couldn't have planned that any better. I didn't really plan it, so it's so serendipitous. Let me know if you're a fly by the seat of your pants journaler, because there just are those days. I think that's one of the things that I enjoy so much about it is, you know, whatever it is, you can change it. You can fix it. If the page bothers you so much that you can't stand looking at it, paint over it, tear it out. Just tear it out. I'll put this over to the edge because you almost cannot shut my journal. And if I put this closer to the middle, I'm going to have all kinds of trouble. Okay, so there we go. And then you just push, and there is that. Okay, and I think what I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna put my little travel day 30. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It's almost February. Day 30 travel right here, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna stick this here. I don't think I'm gonna cut any of it. Oh, do I need to cut the edge? I think I'm leaving it. I'm just gonna do it all. Here we go. That's really nice paper. Okay. Just going to brush over that a little bit because it's very thin paper, and I want to make sure that that edge is down. There we go. All right, that's it for travel, and I hope that you enjoyed watching this. If you were inspired by something that I created, or you just enjoyed watching this video, consider liking and subscribing, and let me know where you like to travel. Put it down in the comments, and thanks for watching.